I've got the distinct advantage of being able to watch the clouds. So my wife is here. She'll remember our wedding when we started out outside and ended up inside because it started pouring rain before we got to the vows. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, I want to welcome you today to Frostburg State University for this special event as we begin the construction of our new Education and Health Sciences Center. This is a really special building, very special building for us, and a special center. When I arrived, I found out about the plans for this center and worked, as you'll hear in a few minutes, with the state to make this a reality. And the building is unique in that, from the architect's perspective, it completes, they said, the lower quad of the campus. So if you think of the campus, there's a quad, upper quad, which for the people in the 1960s said it was the only quad. We now have the lower quad here, and this building is going to, which is going to be located right behind me, is going to complete the lower quad. And staying true to FSU's mission, this building and this center will serve both the region and the state. It has two main focuses: education and health sciences. And as many of you know, the beginnings of FSU, the beginning mission was education. We were the state normal school number 2. And the original mission in 1898 was to provide opportunities in this region to educate individuals who would help move forward Western Maryland. And today, the pressing need is in health sciences. So this building, combining both education and health sciences, is addressing not only our heritage, our mission of education, but also what we see needed in Western Maryland, especially in rural communities, as we move forward. And the health sciences part of it is not only going to be the academic programs, but it also will house our health and counseling services and will serve as a gateway between the academic side of campus and athletics to this side, where we hope students will engage in a healthy lifestyle. So I can tell you the architects were very excited about designing this building. And for those Western Maryland, I will tell you that the architectural firm was out of DC, and they were excited about the fact that there was a topology. There was actually change in elevation, and they thought this was a great opportunity for them as they were trying to come up with the building for us. I encourage you to take a look at the designs of the building, because the architects, Air St. Gross, designed the center to capture the beauty and topology of Western Maryland in the exterior design. And they tried to bring that vitality to the interior, as you see, with a lot of glass, so to become an active and engaging environment. We're pleased to have Barton Marlowe Builders as our general contractor to transform this vision into a reality. Before I introduce our speakers, I'd like to recognize individuals who are in the audience with us today. We have in the back Wendell Beitzel, Delegate Beitzel from Garrett County, as well as Mike McKay. Mike here. And a special shout out goes to, I will mention in a second as I introduce Senator Edwards, to our delegates and Senator. It would not have been possible without their hard work and their persistence. We have, I don't know, do we have any of the Garrett County commissioners? I don't know if they made it out from Garrett County yet. I don't see any here. We have mayors, Bob Flanagan, who'll be talking in a minute. Also Ray Morris. I also want to mention, do we have anybody from the Cumberland City Council? I think Laura was going to come. I don't see her yet. Okay. I also want to mention, we have two of my fellow presidents, Cindy Bambera from Allegheny College of Maryland and Rich Midcap from Garrett College. I want to tell you a very quick story about that. You should appreciate, at least I appreciate, the fact that three presidents have a very good working relationship. When I travel to College Park or to Adelphi for meetings in the system, I've had system people pull me on the side and say, what's going on in Western Maryland with you and the community colleges? And the reason being that in some locales, there's a tension between the community colleges and the university. They don't see that out here. As I explained, I said, we do things out in Western Maryland our way, and it's important that we get things done because we need to rely on all the resources we have. So I want to thank my colleagues for all of their work with me in making things happen. Also, Kim Leonard in the back, the chair of the ACM Board of Trustees, and also president of UPMC's Western Maryland Hospital Foundation. We also have some people helping us with the construction. Bill Olin from College Park Service Center, also an FSU dad, appreciate it. Did Rex make it out yet? You haven't seen Rex? Rex Fitch? Okay. We also have, I don't know, Benjamin Morgan and Dave Coleman from Barlow. Thank you for being with us. And we're looking forward to working with you for the next, you're going to have this done in what, 4 months? Is that what we're planning? It really doesn't work with the masks. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, we're really pleased to have you working with us to make this a reality, because we know there's a lot of challenges in today's environment, and appreciate the work you're doing with us. So let me get on now with introducing our speakers for today. And the first one I'm going to mention is, I want to mention and welcome to the stage Senator Edwards. I want to share with you the fact that, again, I cannot emphasize that, and I'm going to be, I guess I'll use the politically correct word, that sometimes decisions are very deliberate in Annapolis, and they were able to get that deliberation to move a little bit faster, because otherwise we wouldn't have had this building. So, Senator Edwards, I'd like to invite you to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Doctor. It's a real pleasure to be here today. This is a wonderful day in Mountain, Maryland. This is the second of 3 official groundbreakings today, all dealing with education of some sort. Started at Garrett College this morning on their Performing Arts Center. Here today on the Health and Education Sciences building, and then we're going to Allegheny College of Maryland for the training of the Correctional Officers Facility. I'm not sure the correct name, but you know, Frostburg State is a economic engine for this part of the state. This is another piece of that puzzle. For those of you who don't remember the 2 newer buildings up that way, it took a while to get them accomplished, and we had to fight like heck to get those done because the state kept kicking the can down the road. And with this one, they kept kicking it down the road. It got up on the list. Someone came in and gave $20 to $50 million to a project in College Park, and all of a sudden, what happened? Went back down the thing. They got to the point that we said, and the doctor was there in one meeting when we had the chancellor and everybody, it's time to quit this crap. This building's been approved. We need to get it done. We got it moved forward. I like to joke a little bit here. I went to that other FSU, not the one way down south, as did Delegate Beitzel, which is Fairmont State University. So I'm glad to see that Frostburg now is Division II, because I believe that's going to help this institution too, not only in athletics but also in academics, as all these institutions work together. So it's a good day for here, and I see it as a big push for the future. It's going to help put Frostburg more on the map than it is now. Both my kids went here. I actually got my teacher certification here many years ago. Both my kids went here. One of my granddaughters just graduated this past year from here. So, and I say this, and I've said it before, so don't get mad at me. When I went to college back in the day, I wouldn't have recommended Frostburg to anybody unless they were going to go into teaching. But I would recommend Frostburg to anybody now for anything they want to get into, because they got great programs here. Just look at what's happened when people leave here, what they've accomplished in the world, and they're all over the place. So thank you all for coming out. This was a great day. You got a lot to work with. We look forward to coming back in summer of 2022 to cut the ribbon. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. I'm going to try to keep the program moving. At this point, I'd like to introduce the governor's representative for Western Maryland, Mr. Mark Widmeyer.
Don't worry about it. I know George, and he doesn't carry anything. I bring you greetings from the governor, your governor, Larry J. Hogan Jr. Sorry he couldn't make this trip, but he is not making many trips, so when he knows it's going to rain, Mark, you go. So here I am. This day kind of came together a couple weeks ago when I got a call from Garrett, and Ron, he said to me, we need to have a groundbreaking. So I said, well, let's do all of them together. And Cynthia has a building, it's under roof, but we're going to go look at it after this. So we had breakfast in Garrett County, we're having lunch in Allegheny County at Frostburg, and we're going to have dinner It's Cindy's house. He doesn't know that yet. But the governor is very happy for everything that happens here, and it wouldn't happen if it wouldn't be for like the guy that was just up here and your delegation, because they fought for this money and fought for this money, and I don't know how many times they had to re-up it, but George always tells me it's big stories about 25 times, but it's here. As you can see, it's been started, and if the construction company wants to go to keep working, don't stop because of this rain. Just keep going. But once again, greetings from the governor, and let's have the next guy.
I'd like to introduce one of our county commissioners, Jake Shade. Jake? This is one way to speed up the program.
Yeah, this will be a first, I think, everyone. Real quick, thank you to everyone involved. You know, President Nowacek and these programs, as many of you know, who, if you're involved, take years and years and years. Health sciences is more important than ever in Allegheny County. We're having a lack of people in the healthcare fields, and so having a new building and new programs and all that stuff is really going to help us locally for this health sciences building. Thank you for the governor and our delegation for all their work to get this moved up in the queue, because the university system spends a lot of money, and sometimes they don't spend a lot of money out our way. So thank you for being a loud voice for us. And I'll just say our relationship locally with Frostburg State University has never been better in terms of opportunity scholarships and working with you all on economic development issues. We very much appreciate it. So thank you all for coming out here today.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you very much, Jake. Next speaker is the mayor of Frostburg and also a graduate of Frostburg State University. I'd like to introduce Mayor Bob Flanagan.
We're going to keep getting shorter and shorter. We're going to be out here in no time. Thank you all for coming out. Another great day for Frostburg, for Allegheny County, and for the state of Maryland. Again, thanks to everyone that has a hand in the financing. That's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, folks. Got to have money to do these projects. So to Senator George, thanks again, Senator, for everything you do for Frostburg. Everybody have a great day. Enjoy your day. Thanks.
Congressman Trone is already walking his way up here. I just want to introduce and mention Congressman has been a great partner for us in Western Maryland, and I know part of his passion has been education as well as health. So this building really is a combination of both. Glad to have you with us. Please.
Just quickly, thank you, Doctor, and what you guys have accomplished here is spectacular. I mean, $80 million. We really, George, all the delegates, and Governor Hogan. I mean, thank you, Governor Hogan, for stepping up and putting education first. So this is just a great day, and I know how hard it is to build these type of buildings. I serve on 3 college boards, so I've been involved in a lot of different construction projects, and it's a tough battle. And 80 million, wow. So I'm really delighted about the whole health education piece. The new technology you're going to have here, that's going to move Frostburg in such a stronger position with all this technology for the teachers, the students, etc. And of course in the health area, where you're working on mental health and all the problems we're having now across the country on addiction. And those are the 2 areas that I'm totally focused on: the mental health crisis in America and the addiction crisis, which is now, as you know, has claimed over 200,000 people in the last 3 years. It's pretty unbelievable. We think about COVID every day, but addiction, and we see it all over Allegheny County. We've all been affected with this. Every one of us has been affected. And the work here, mental health, is part and parcel of what happens in the addiction area. So that work you're doing here is going to be really, really helpful and impactful. So thanks again for coming out. The rain seems to have stopped. I like it.
You brought us you didn't bring us the sun.
No sun.
Blue sky there.
No sun. But anyway, we really appreciate it, and we're going to keep working in Washington. Anything we can do. As I said, I sit on the Education and Labor Committee, so education is my favorite area I love to work in. So we love being partners together here, Garrett College. We're going over to Allegheny shortly. We love trying to help out. So all ideas you have, we want to be there and go to bat, because if we get education right, we fix pretty much everything in our society. So that's what our kids need. And my mom was a teacher. I am so with you. My wife's mom was a teacher. We just got to get it done. So thanks, guys. Thank you.
I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you, Congressman Trone. We'll have the building. We'll be coming to you for programming funds. I have faculty out here who want to look at opportunities both in education and health sciences. Thank you so much. Now I can slow down a little bit, at least for a few seconds. And I want to introduce a couple of our internal individuals here, speakers at the university. And first one I want to bring up to you is our interim provost, Mike Mathias, to say a few words about the importance of this building from its perspective as an academic building on campus. Mike?
Thank you. On behalf of the Division of Academic Affairs, I extend a very warm welcome to everyone today and a very good morning to all of you. Today marks an important step in the evolution of Frostburg State University's campus and the educational opportunities that we provide. Every part of this project is strategically aligned with the needs of our students, region, and state. Today is about expanding learning opportunities for future educators and healthcare professionals and meeting the challenges of training a skilled workforce. We know that facilities have a profound effect on teaching and learning outcomes. This state-of-the-art building with its cutting-edge instructional spaces has been designed to promote innovative teaching methods. It will undoubtedly attract a talented group of students, faculty, and staff to our university and provide an environment that's conducive to their growth and professional achievement. The new facility will support interprofessional collaboration, and when interdisciplinary conversations happen, for example, conversations between educators and healthcare professionals, amazing things can result. And I have every confidence that this facility will give rise to new programming, new academic offerings, as well as research and community projects. Ultimately, the learning that will take place in this facility will impact the quality of life of residents of the region and the state for generations to come. I thank all of you that played a role in bringing the vision to reality, and I thank you all for joining us on this milestone occasion. Thanks.
Thank you, Mike. And you know, we oftentimes get caught up on buildings and the programs and things, but again, the people that we're serving are the students. And I'm very pleased to have add a student voice to this program this morning. I'd like to invite Noah DeMichael, the president of the Student Government Association, to say a few words.
This up a little bit more. Unfortunately, I am not an education or health science major, so I won't be able to have the nice building for myself. But I'll keep my part very brief because of the rain and because of the class I need to be in at 12 o'clock. But one of the mandates of student governance is to work to improve the university and the campus for all students and to leave it better than you found it. And I'm very happy to see Frostburg State University, the county, the state investing in two very important sectors in society, education and health sciences. I hope, and I'm sure it will, be very beneficial for the students in those fields of study, and will work to bring more students back to Frostburg, which we all call home during the school year. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.
Thank you, Noah. Very much appreciated. A lot of this doesn't get done without the people that live in these buildings and make things happen. Can I ask, I know I have a number of my VPs here, the deans and faculty, would you stand and be recognized for your contributions to the university? I know some are looking to 2022 soon to move into the new building, so I appreciate that. That's going to conclude the program. We're going to do some groundbreaking and do some digging into some very fine Western Maryland dirt in a second here. And I want to thank people for coming. We're going to have several sets of photos in order to ensure social distancing for it. If you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to do so. But if you have other things like Noah, you have a class, don't want you to be late on a Friday. You can't blame it on the president. I want to thank everybody for coming out, though. This is really important, and I want to invite, as Senator Edwards said, everybody come back for the ribbon cutting in the summer of 2022. Better? Okay, I'm getting, okay. Summer of 2022, when we open the building and offer it to our students and faculty and into the community as a new resource for this region. So again, thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. Please have a nice day and stay safe this weekend. Thank you.
I'll look up. Okay. Yeah, pick up some dirt. All right. This isn't your first time, good. All right, I wasn't getting very good instruction, but. Okay, all right. John, who's next?
You got the worst one. You're the one who's selling the.
Yes, I'm trying to get those fixed. Ray on that.
My nieces are best friends.
We also have
I'm sure we have a contact there.
Brooke, and I will tell them to go for it. Who else, John? John, who else should we meet up here for this thing? All right. Did you just wait? Yeah, that's fine. All right, gentlemen. Just keep going and I'll keep snapping, okay? Just keep doing your thing. Perfect. You all are awesome. Who's up next time? Dean Provost Noah. Let's take that one out. Do not grab that shovel. I think so. We get a different shovel. This is coming off. That's slack altogether coming off.
Yeah.
All right, you guys can all look up at me real quick. All right, now just dig and throw. You can look up, don't worry, okay, you're good. I just keep snapping, don't worry. I'm sorry? Do not your turn, please drop forward.
That dude's got the killer grip.
That's the best I can do, I can't hear him.
That's the guy that the hand is tired.
A little sticky.
Are they all there? Are they all there?
I think you got rid of the sticky ones.
There are 4. Okay? All right, look up this way first. One more. Okay, now start digging and throw it. And you're good. Wonderful. Right beside me. I'm sure he's good. Okay. Hard. Okay, you're going to want to walk right over there towards him. Okay, the best area to be. All right, you can all look up here real quick. All right, now shovel and then throw. Keep going. Wonderful. You're great. You're done. Yes.